Hello, welcome to Ken Beer Reviews. Right, I've got a beer fairly local to me, Time&Tide Brewing, out in, they've actually moved location I believe. They've moved to Eastry, which is very close to Sandwich in East Kent. I think originally when they first started up they were in Deal, which is a little bit to the south. Anyway, a collaboration beer, two of my favourite breweries, and this is a White Stout, as you can see, brewed with, I can't even see it, rather away, Bramling Cross and Sorachi Ace hops. 9.7% ABV, 36 IBUs, brewed with water, barley, oats, hops, yeast, coffee beans, cocoa nibs, sorry, idiot. So yeah, it's a fairly new release. It's been on Untapped since the 9th of June and we're now the 5th of July, so pretty much a month. It's been out 4 weeks. I know this has been out probably a little bit longer before they released it because they were trying to make sure, I think it's conditioned in the can for a certain amount of time, maybe 2 or 3 weeks before that, just let it set. But yeah, I knew they were brewing this beer probably a couple of months ago, and they've actually bought 3 beers out. I can't remember what the other ones are, I should know. Call Your Friends and Crossover. The Crossover is I think it's a blend between this and Call Your Friends, and that comes in a bigger bottle. I don't know if it was all brewed and packaged on one site, but this was brewed in down at Time&Tide Brewery in Eastry. So anyway, I'm gassing 330ml can, best before the 30th of May of 2018. Can conditioned beer, store upright, best served chilled. Please drink fresh when the hops are at their happiest. So giving it a long shelf life for drinking it fresh when the hops are at their happiest, but that's just me being silly. Any other information? Not really. Let's crack it open then. I purchased this beer at my good friends at TheBottleShop in Margate. Oh, that went a bit, not everywhere, it's really full to the top, so clicking the can it's just done that. So you're getting your money's worth for sure, so that's good. So you're not unlikely to have any kind of oxidisation issues when you get a can like that. There's a hair there. Well, this is going well. Is it a hair? Just a dirty glass. I've just washed it out because I've just had another beer. So there we go. It was brimming to the top. So yeah. Cocoa nibs and coffee beans. I have had, and I'm getting the what am I getting from that? I mean, I'm that far away from it. I'm getting cocoa nibs and coffee from about a foot away from my nose. Well, it's not really a foot. My nose is probably about 6 inches away from it, but my face is about a foot. Wow. Been wanting to try this for a while, just been a bit busy and stuff. So we got not even a quarter of a finger, just lightly covering the top of the beer, the head there, pure white. It's hazy. It looks like an IPA, a hazy IPA kind of look to it. It looks a little bit more kind of mahogany on the camera there. To me, looking into the light, yeah, looking like a bit like an IPA. There's a few floaties flying around in it, suspended in it. Let's get a proper aroma then. Oh my word, oh my word, oh my word. Well, this is, you're picking up cocoa nibs straight away. And the coffee. That's what it is, coffee, then the cocoa nibs. Sometimes when they're kind of brewed together with these things, the cocoa nibs and the coffee beans, there's a bit of crossover sometimes. It smells beautiful, absolutely. So yeah, a white stout. This is my second or third white stout I think I've ever had. I've got a vanilla porter downstairs. I think that's a porter. Anyway, it's going to be a pale beer. I've had it a bit too long. I need to review it. Oh, that just smells beautiful. There's a slight sweetness there. Not getting that, obviously, with it being this colour, that kind of roasted malt thing, because they've used some kind of, I'll tell you now. Malts are Pilsner, malted oats and flaked barley. Can't wait, let's give it a try. Cheers. Hold the glass right. Oh, come on, you gotta be kidding me. There's a lovely sweetness there. Oh, where is the alcohol? I mean, this is 9.7% ABV. It's got a lovely sweetness to it. It's like a slight creaminess, mouthfeel to it. It's pitched around about a medium body. Wow. So first initial flavours I'm getting is that kind of sweet, almost a sweet baker's chocolate, and then the coffee is just so well blended in with them cocoa nibs. Oh wow, look at the lacing as well, just hanging around. This is a good beer. A fantastic collaboration, guys. Absolutely brilliant. Wow, I wish I was on these breweries' kind of new release list. That'd be awesome. Get all their new releases. I miss out on quite a few, especially with the limited edition stuff. I'd love to get my hands on their beers. I just think they're one of my Time&Tide are fantastic. Weird Beard, I've been drinking their beers since they were first kind of formed. I was buying beers from the bottle shop in Canterbury, when the Canterbury bottle shop was just not long going, about a year or so. About 2012, something like that. But yeah. Oh, I love it when I've got two of my favourite breweries, and I've got quite a few. I've probably got about a dozen in the UK. When they come together and form something like this, it's just win-win, you know. That is stupidly drinkable. There's a slight bitterness on the back end, but it's nothing too much. I think it's 36 IBUs in this. It's more about a sweeter kind of malts, the flake barley, that kind of thing. That is definitely playing a part. It's definitely got that kind of smooth mouthfeel with when it's brewed with oats. Oh man alive, that is absolutely superb. If you see this floating around anywhere and you haven't tried it, and you like coffee, cocoa nibs, a slight sweetness, almost like slight vanilla almost, excuse me, you've got to go out and try it. Get a can. I'm trying to think where it does it. I know the Offie in Broadstairs had it. Any of the bottle shops. I know that one in Margate where I got it had quite a few cans. Maybe the bottle shop in Canterbury, Bermondsey or Newcastle. Check them out if you can. If not, it might be floating around online. do a Google search and I'm sure you'll find it. It's worth getting hold of. It is a really nice beer. As for a rating, then I can't drink this too quick because it's 9.7%. So it's just out of the fridge, but I'm pulling out all these flavours. It's a beer I'm going to take my time with, because that not only enhance it as it warms up to room temperature. It's quite a warm evening, so I'm reviewing this on the 5th of July. So I'm not sure when I'm going to post it. I might bring it forward as it's a newer release, so put it straight out there rather than wait. I'm probably about 3.5 weeks ahead on the reviews, so I might bring it forward quite a bit. So anyway, I'm gassing. I'll have another sip and then I'll give it a rating and I'll clear off. Wow. For me, that's a 10 out of 10 beer. It's a 10 out of 10 beer all day long. So yeah, you see it, buy it. I've only got one score, which is fine. I can't be bothered to do these scores every review, but I'm going to on this one. So yeah, stout, imperial, milk stroke sweet stout is what Untapped are giving this style. They say it's a white stout on the can, so we'll go with that. No IBUs. There's only 59 ratings on Untapped, which could be the lowest new, if that makes sense, lowest kind of new beer amount of ratings I've seen. I mean, I've added a few beers to Untapped locally, but you haven't got an accurate score. It's coming in at 4.11, which is the shade over 8 out of 10. I personally think, obviously, I think it's better than that, but you don't get much over 4.56, something like that. I don't know what the highest rated beer is on Untapped, but I'm giving it a 10 out of 10. So, if you've had this beer before, check it out. Check it out if you haven't. If you had it, put your comments down below. I'll put the links down for both breweries and the bottle shop in Margate down below, as well as my playlist for both Time&Tide and Weird Beer BrewingCo out of Hanwell in West London. If you're new to our channel, please subscribe, that'd be really cool, and I'll see you on the next review. Cheers.